Alright, let's dive into something that's both mind-blowing and a bit unsettling. Cancer might be sabotaging its own DNA to keep growing. Sounds counterintuitive, right? But stick with me, because this new research flips a lot of what we thought we knew about cancer on its head. Here's the deal: cancer cells, in their relentless quest to multiply, are pushing certain genes into overdrive. These genes, controlled by something called superenhancers, are like the gas pedal of tumor growth. But here's the twist: this extreme activity is physically breaking the DNA in those regions. It's like running a car engine at full throttle for too long. Eventually, something's gonna snap. What makes this really interesting is the duality of it all. Cancer cells are incredibly efficient at repairing this damage, which lets them keep growing. But every repair introduces tiny errors, and over time, these errors pile up. Personally, I think this is where things get fascinating. The very machinery that helps cancer thrive might also be its Achilles heel. It's like cancer is digging its own grave, one DNA break at a time. And this isn't just random damage, it's happening in the same spots where these superenhancers are pushing genes to their limits. It's almost poetic, in a twisted way. Now, let's zoom out for a second. If you take a step back and think about it, this research suggests that genetic instability in cancer might not just be a side effect, it could be a direct consequence of how tumors grow. This raises a deeper question: could we exploit this instability? I mean, if cancer cells are so dependent on these high-stress DNA regions, maybe we can target them. Disrupt the repair process, or shut down the superenhancers, and you might just cripple the tumor's ability to adapt. It's a bold idea, but one that's grounded in this new understanding of how cancer operates. One thing that immediately stands out is the role of superenhancers. These aren't just any DNA regions, they're like the control panels of cancer growth. What many people don't realize is how much strain these regions are under. It's not just about the breaks, it's about the constant cycle of damage and repair. Each repair is a chance for mutation, and mutations are how cancer evolves. This study, led by Osama Hidmi and Romy Okailan, maps this process in incredible detail. They're showing us that cancer's strength, its ability to grow rapidly, might also be its weakness. From my perspective, this research is a game changer. It's not just about understanding cancer better, it's about finding new ways to fight it. If we can turn cancer's dependence on these processes into a vulnerability, we might be onto something huge. Imagine therapies that specifically target these high-stress regions, forcing cancer into a corner. It's early days, but this is the kind of insight that could lead to breakthroughs. What this really suggests is that cancer's own mechanisms could be its downfall, we just need to figure out how to nudge it in the right direction. So, here's my closing thought: cancer is a master of adaptation, but this study shows it might be its own worst enemy. The same processes that drive its growth are creating weaknesses we can exploit. It's a reminder that even the most complex systems have flaws. And in the case of cancer, those flaws might just be the key to beating it. What do you think? Is this the kind of research that could change the game? Let me know in the comments, I'd love to hear your thoughts.